For Comedy Hype News, I'm Jay Will. It's been long debated on what lines comedians can and cannot cross. We've seen it over the years from Jamie Foxx, Tracy Morgan, Daniel Tosh, and countless others who have found themselves in hot water all over a joke they told on stage. Comedy, from our understanding, is strictly about one's true expression of self, all with the hopes of connecting a similar feeling to a room full of people. This week, Griffin attempted to connect with a large portion of people who weren't fans of Donald Trump's presidency. Her choice was to use a fake bloody head of the president in which he was photographed with by photographer Tyler Shields. Pictures from the shoot ended up spreading across the net, and in simpler terms, things got out of hand, and backlash came soon after. But now, several well-known comedians have stepped up in her defense. Each have went on to express the same thing. Comedians are supposed to push those boundaries. Check out Hughley, Jim Carrey, Jamie Foxx, and George Lopez's reaction to Griffin's Trump joke along with their defense.
You've been pretty provocative in your career, right?
Sure.
Let's talk Kathy Griffin for a minute, right? What are your thoughts on...
She told a joke, and if they didn't like him, fuck them. And I think, ultimately, if you got mad at Kathy Griffin and didn't say shit about Ted Nugent, you're a hypocrite. One, Kathy Griffin held up a joke, they held up a head that looked like Donald Trump, and she got fired from CNN. Ted Nugent threatened to kill a president, he got invited to the White House. So I just think it's just ridiculous. The things we choose to be offended by is amazing to me. A man who grabs women's pussies is not in a condition to be offended by anything.
This is very true, and Kathy is now saying that she's feeling bullied, you know, by...
Well, you can only be bullied if you let somebody do it. Ultimately, she told a joke, and I think every time a comic apologizes, every time somebody apologizes for telling a joke, a comedian loses his ball.
I will say this: don't kill the comedian. There's a lot of people out here doing really bad things. And every time a comedian says anything, I said something about peanuts. You're peanut shaming. Said something about dolphins. Oh my God, you're a dolphin. We're the comics. We're entertainers. We don't mean any harm. You guys got to stop it. And a lot of times I blame sort of the social media, the thing. It's not the comedian's fault for everything that's going wrong, man. Trust me.
And when do you feel like you know that you've crossed that line?
I think it is the job of a comedian to cross the line at all times, because you know, that line is not real. And if you step out into that spotlight and you're doing the crazy things that he's doing, you know, we're the last line of defense, and really the comedians are the last voice of truth in this whole thing. So, do lines in comedy exist? Comedians are known as the voice of the fearless, the guys who have gathered up enough balls to address the things you and I were too afraid to say. To restrict them means we are restricting ourselves. Yes, it can get uncomfortable, but isn't that how most great things start off? For your latest in comedy news, head over to comedyhype.com, subscribe. For Comedy Hype News, I'm Jay Will.